Probably the most ironic name ever for an offensive lineman. Dominick Puni. I literally had to look at the double take. Like, really, is this the correct pronunciation of this name, Puni?
He dominates.
Puny. Yeah, Puny's dominating over there.
Yeah,
look at Puny go. Played the last 2 seasons over at Kansas. Prior to that, played a few seasons over at Central Missouri from 18 to 21 there. 6'5", 320 pounds, 24 years old. So he's definitely one of the seniors at that point. There's a little bit of question on position for him as well. And I'll give you guys those as we kind of pop up here, because there are some guys I took off this list entirely saying, this guy's going to be a guard. There's no doubt this guy will be a guard. And there's other people that I'm like, they play tackle. I could see them going either way. And if they play tackle, I'm going to put him at tackle at this point, and Puni definitely goes into this kind of range. He may translate to a guard, and I think he might even go to a spot where they start him at guard, develop him a little more, and then eventually move him back out to the outside for tackle. Or there might be somebody who goes, you're a really good guard. Let's just keep you where you're at. He took a lot of guard snaps at the Senior Bowl. He even took some center snaps at the Senior Bowl, which to the best of my knowledge is the first time he's ever done that. So, he's kind of open to you let me know where you want me. I just want to be wanted. You know what I mean? Like, he's that kind of player. Like, he doesn't seem to care where he plays. Now, at the same point, what the great thing about that I love is this is a guy that, again, if you play all over the place, you open yourself up to more options. And I love guys who are very diverse in the offensive line that could play a bunch of places. So now you have a guy literally who could potentially play anywhere on the line. I do think guard is where he's best at, and I think that's where he should end up. But again, it's not my call. And he was played tackle at college. And I think somebody's going to draft him with that kind of potential. And I think it's going to be better where if he goes to a team where he plays guard, maybe just pops out there every so often during injuries or whatever to tackle, because I think he can play both positions. But like I said, he played tackle in college. We're going to scout him as a tackle. So left tackle this year. Did play left guard the year before as well. So again, even in college, he played both. 13 games in 22. Played 13 games also in 23 with an 80.6 PFF grade. That's both the seasons over there in Kansas. Pros: athletic, quick, good anchor, and good balance at that point. So, we talk about the pop and the hand placement there with the offensive linemen. That's one of the things you got to look at as well. It's not the only ones trying to pop at that point. Defensive linemen are trying to punch them as well. So, but this is the guy who's got that kind of good anchor and doesn't lose his balance very well, very hard there. The cons wise, one of the biggest cons for him is edge setting. And I hate to make this comparison because I don't mean to disrespect Puni here, but I'll just kind of give you guys what I mean by that. Like, you ever see on pretty much a almost play-by-play basis where Evan Neal is playing and the guy goes around him to the outside and there's nobody there to stop him because he's the edge. He's the line of defense there. That's what I mean by edge setting. He's not the best at edge setting. He's also got a little bit of issues with his hand placement during his punches as well. So you want to get it. You want to get like right underneath the shoulder pads. So when you pop him at that point, it kind of lifts that up and kind of pushes him back a little bit and helps. It's also kind of a legal way of holding. He's not very good at that hand placement. It's not horrible, but if he can adjust it just slightly and get a better pop at that point, it'd be a whole lot better scenario. This is another guy I think is a round 3. And again, I think round 3, someone's going to probably draft him more to be, again, a guard, with the potential to eventually go outside again to the tackle position with a year or 2 work behind him.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Depending on how he does a guard, he might be like a Pro Bowl guard. Like, I'm not messing this up.
Yeah, right.
It depends on how good he does, but yeah, or how bad you need a tackle.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.